What's up, guys, and welcome to Dancing with Tech. Today, we're going to be talking about rumors and speculations of the OnePlus 8. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, like, and tell me what's on your mind in the comments below. Now, we're going to talk about the OnePlus 8 series. We're going to start out with the standard edition. Now, the colors, we find out there's going to be more colors, but like I said, take these rumors with a grain of salt because it's just rumors and speculations. And the Pro version may have the same colorway as well. We don't know yet. Let's talk about the colors. Now, with the colors, you have Glacier Green, you have Onyx Black, and you have this pretty cool looking effect called Interstellar Glow. It kind of reminds me of the Note 10 on the back of the phone, how you got that beautiful glow. On the front of the OnePlus 8, you will see a 32 megapixel Sony IMX616 punch hole selfie camera to the left of its beautiful 6.4 AMOLED waterfall display screen. This phone has a 120Hz refresh rate and QHD display 1440 by 3140. In the display, there is a fingerprint scanner that exists in it. So I think the fingerprint scanners are becoming more of a staple for most of these phones now. Now, if you turn to the back of the phone, you will see a triple camera setup. The primary camera will be a 48 megapixel f1.78. The second camera will be a 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 ultra wide f2.2 with a 120 degree field of view. The third camera is 8 megapixel telephoto f2.4 with 3x optical zoom. Now, when we're talking about the battery life is 4,000 milliamp, and it's rumored that the charging could be 30 watts or 50 watts, and the possibility of a 30-watt wireless charging. And the phone will also have stereo speaker. Now let's look at the pricing rumors for this phone. The price of the OnePlus 8 with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage is rumored to be priced at $528. And you had the 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage is rumored to be priced at $571. And the OnePlus 8 with 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage is rumored to be priced at $640. So now let's go ahead and jump into the OnePlus 8 Lite. Now that name could change to the OnePlus 8Z, but we don't know. In this variant, it's a mid-range version to come in a later date. On the front of the OnePlus 8 Lite, there will be a full 6.4 inch Super AMOLED display screen with a punch hole camera with a full high definition display at 1080 by 2400, which will have a 90Hz refresh rate. This will also feature a in-screen fingerprint scanner. Like I said, most phones will probably start getting this addition. Now with the second camera, it has a 16 megapixel camera and it's Sony IMX471. On the rear, there will be a 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 primary camera, and it also will be accompanied with a 16 megapixel ultra wide secondary camera. The third camera will be a 12 megapixel telephoto with an aperture of f2.4, and both will support optical and electronic image stabilization. All of the OnePlus 8 variants will come with USB Type-C, and unfortunately it will not have no headphone jack. So I guess you guys who really want that headphone jack, it's safe to say it's like they're dead. Now instead of using Snapdragon 765, they're using Mediatek Dimensity 1000 chip instead. And it will also have 8 gigs of RAM and a choice of 128 gig or 256 gig storage. the OnePlus 8 Lite with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage are rumored to be priced at $420. But if you get the 256 storage, that price is rumored to cost $472. Now we're gonna look at the beast, the OnePlus 8 Pro. Now, looking at the cameras, on the front camera, the OnePlus 8 Pro, there will be a 32 megapixel Sony IMX616 single punch hole selfie camera to the left of the screen. There will be 4 cameras on the rear. The primary camera will be 48 megapixel Sony IMX689 sensor with an aperture of f1.78. The second camera will be a 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 ultra wide with an aperture of 2.2 and a 120 degree field of view. The third camera will be an 8 megapixel telephoto with an aperture of f2.4 and 3 times optical zoom. This phone will also support 30 times digital zoom. The fourth camera will be a 5 megapixel color filter. There will be a better overall stabilization and possible new features called 3HDR. Additional features is a 6.7 AMOLED waterfall display, that curve to curve. It will have QHD 1440 by 3140 resolution. Now it's been confirmed that all of the OnePlus 8 variants will be 5G compatible. It's also rumored that the Pro will come with a 120Hz display and IP68 water resistant, and of course the standard 4000 mAh battery and possibly a 30-watt wireless charging. Some of these features will also be available in lower variants of the OnePlus 8 series, like stereo speakers. Now the pricing, if you have the 8 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage, the price is rumored to cost $714. But if you get the one that has 256 gigs of storage, the price is rumored to cost $786. However, if you get the beast of this model, which is 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage, you're looking at a cost at $858. And like I said, all these just rumors and speculation. Now this phone is scheduled to be released between April 14 and April 16, but it could change due to the pandemic that's taking place in this world. Well guys, thank you for checking me out. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Tell me what's on your mind in the comments below. I'll get back with you guys pretty soon. Holla at you.